Airport secrets you'll actually use. You step into the terminal already a little tired, and the decisions start piling up: window or aisle, coffee or water, upgrade or not worth it. While a clock you can't control counts down to boarding. Most travelers wing it and hope for smooth skies. You're about to run a different playbook. In the next few minutes, you'll learn why the prettiest seat is secretly the coldest, the simple hygiene moves that matter most, the timing that dodges ripple effect delays, and the quiet tricks that get you better service without being that passenger. I'll also open 3 tiny loops that we'll close later: the 50-cent item that can save you 30 minutes at immigration, the 1 photo of your bag that quietly boosts how staff treat you if anything goes wrong, and the 2-line ask that raises your odds of a better seat. Keep those in your pocket. We'll close them when it counts. You settle into a window seat for the view, and that first sunrise over the wing looks unreal. But 20 minutes after takeoff, your forearm sticks to a chilled wall and your toes feel like they're flying cargo. The problem isn't you, it's physics. Outside air at cruising altitude is brutally cold, and cabin insulation is better near the aisle than by the skin of the fuselage. This the easy way: layer light to heavy, tee, breathable hoodie, packable shell, stash thin socks in your personal item, and ask the crew for a blanket before pushback while they still have options. The resolution is simple comfort without losing the view, and next time Seat Map Recon will help you pick a spot that's warm and stable, which we'll use when we talk about the wing. You board bleary-eyed and the cart rattles your direction like a salvation bell, but that steaming cup of comfort can be a false friend. Water for hot drinks on many flights is pulled from aircraft tanks that need rigorous upkeep most travelers never see, and even when they're maintained, the result can taste metallic. Your move is to keep it simple. Choose sealed beverages for hot options if offered. Go bottled or canned for cold, and bring your own tea bag to dunk in water you trust when you land. You stay hydrated, your stomach stays unbothered, and you'll thank yourself later when we pair that hydration with the bottle routine that outsmarts airport prices. You wipe your hands in the lav and feel virtuous, then set your phone on the tray table without thinking. The problem, the germ story on board isn't where you expect it. High-touch surfaces like tray tables, seatbelt buckles, and seatback pockets turn into collectors of crumbs, tissues, and mystery smudges. Act fast, not fussy. 1 travel-size pack of disinfecting wipes, a 30-second swipe of the tray and armrests, and a personal rule to keep food on a napkin or container, never naked on plastic. The payoff is fewer "why do I feel off" folks, moments on arrival, and the habit pairs perfectly with our later move to keep your hands free by stashing a tiny pen. Yes, the 50-cent hero, where you can reach it instantly. You love a slow breakfast at home, but the airport runs on dominoes. As the day rolls on, small hiccups cascade into big delays, and late-day turbulence tends to be friskier as air warms and traffic stacks. Choose a morning departure whenever you have a choice. You trade a yawning wake-up for smoother air, cleaner on-time stats, and better odds that a rebook, if needed, still has seats. It's the calmest way to start a trip, and it sets you up for the 2-line seat upgrade. Ask we'll use at the gate when agents aren't swamped. You sit near the rear and notice something. Nobody's looking over your shoulder when the crew swings by. The problem up front is optics. Service must look uniform when dozens of eyes are watching. In the back galley, it's easier for crew to be human. Your action is subtle. Be ready with a quick smile, a tidy seat area, and a specific ask once service slows. If you have any extra still water. Later, I'd really appreciate one. Often you'll score a top-up, an extra snack, or a blanket without fuss. You'll still deplane later, but the ride is nicer, and when we talk about the empty bottle routine, you'll see how that extra water plays into a smoother landing. You leave home with a brand new inflatable pillow and pop it to max firmness, because firmer means better, right? The problem shows up at altitude. Cabin pressure drops, air expands, and what felt supportive becomes a rigid donut trying to choke your jawline. The fix is counterintuitive. Inflate to about 70% on the ground, then add a breath or two after cruise if you need to. Pair it with a hoodie hood or scarf for cheek support, and you'll sleep without the balloon neck headache. Rest now. The next move is about eating smarter without paying more. You click chicken or pasta by default and hope for edible. The better play happens hours before takeoff. Pre-select a special meal that suits you, vegetarian, low lactose, or similar, because those trays are often prepped separately and served earlier. You're not gaming the system, you're choosing predictability. The action takes 30 seconds at check-in, the resolution is fresher food and faster service, and you step off the plane a little less grumpy. Keep that momentum. Next, we'll fix the outfit mistake that makes flights feel longer. You dress for the airport like it's the couch, and sit skin to seat on a cushion that's welcomed hundreds this week. The comfort problem becomes a hygiene and temperature problem at 38,000 feet. Swap shorts for breathable joggers or jeans, and add a light layer as a shield. Your legs stay warm, your skin avoids mystery residues, and you're still comfy when the cabin swings cool. You'll move more easily during connections too, which matters when we reach the freehand trick that speeds you through forms. You land internationally, and the immigration hall looks like a slow-motion movie where nobody remembered a pen. The problem isn't the form, it's the bottleneck of people waiting to borrow one. Your 50-cent solution: keep a simple blue ink pen clipped to your passport wallet, or dropped in your shirt pocket so you can fill entry cards on the tray table while everyone else searches. You breeze through a mini queue, you look prepared if an officer asks follow-ups, and you've just closed the first open loop. Tiny tool, big time save. Keep it handy. That same pen is perfect for labeling a quick bag photo we'll use later. You've flown in the tail and felt the motion, then up front and felt every pitch. The issue is physics again. Aircraft pivot around their center of gravity, and the wing area rides that fulcrum. When you can choose, pick seats near the wing for a calmer ride. Use that as your baseline, then layer on personal preference. Aisle for movement, window for sleep. The move pairs nicely with seat map recon you'll do before check-in, and it foreshadows the two-line gate, as that can nudge you to a better spot without sounding entitled. You reach the airport and stare at the big board, but the smarter pilot in the story is your phone. Without the app, every gate, change, delay, or rebooking requires lines and luck. With it, you see updates first, switch seats when a better one pops, and sometimes rebook in a tap while the line snakes to the door. Action: download before you leave home, enable notifications, add your booking, and screenshot your boarding pass and seat map into a travel album for offline backup. While you're there, snap a clear photo of each checked bag, showing brand, color, and any sticker or ribbon you've added. This is the second open loop, paying off later if a bag goes walkabout, and you need staff on your side fast. You roll up to security with a full bottle and watch it hit the bin like a $5 apology. The problem isn't hydration, it's timing. Bring an empty reusable bottle through screening, then fill it at fountains or bottle stations near your gate. You beat sky-high kiosk prices, sip when you want, and you're not stuck waiting for a tiny cup during service. Bonus: if you're sitting toward the back and ask politely, some crews will hand you 2 sealed waters once service ends, which keeps you comfortable without extra trips to the galley. Hydration solved, power is next. You promise yourself you'll find an outlet at the airport, then discover every plug is either occupied or decorative. Dead phone means no boarding pass, no rideshare, no hotel directions. The action here is boring genius. Pack a reliable power bank, start travel day near 100%, and cable up during taxi, boarding, or the first quiet minutes after takeoff. The resolution is simple. Your device runs your day, not the other way around. That confidence also helps at the gate when it's time for a calm, 2-line ask about seats. You search flights, click back, search again, and watch fares feel jumpy. Prices move for many reasons, so control what you can. Compare flexibly, clear cookies between sessions, and check alternate airports and days. Then do the work most people skip. Study the seat map to avoid non-recliners, bassinets if you're sensitive to noise, and galley bath clusters. Screenshot the map and your preferred alternatives. Now the payoff: when you reach the gate, wait for a lull and deliver your 2-line ask. Hi there, I'm in 24D, but I saw on the map that 20A or 21C looks open. If it stays that way, could I move to one of those for a smoother ride? No speeches, no pressure, just a clear, polite request anchored in information. Often it works. When it doesn't, you still fly smarter. that closes the final open loop and ties back to your wingsuit trick and the cold window lesson you started with. You've got the warm view without the shivers, the cleaner space where it counts, the schedule that dodges cascading delays, and the soft skill moves that earn you better service without raising your voice. The 50-cent pen shaved minutes off a bottleneck, the bag photo in your travel album turned an anxious conversation into a quick recovery if luggage goes missing, and the 2-line ask, backed by a screenshot of the seat map, gave you a real shot at an upgrade in comfort, not just status. None of this requires insider connections or a platinum card. It's small choices stacked in your favor before, during, and after boarding. On your next trip, pick 2 of these loops and run them start to finish, then add 2 more the time after that. You'll feel the difference in your shoulders when you walk off the jet bridge, and you'll never again say, "I guess flying is just stressful." It isn't. At least, not for you anymore.